But who is the player for the Huskies that might be the key to a big upset?
Yeah, they need to get John Ross as involved as possible, their wide receiver and kick returner. You know, Often in the past, we've seen teams beat Alabama with kind of those big performances from mobile quarterbacks. Well, Washington has a very good quarterback in Jake Browning, but he's not a runner. He can move. He's not a runner. They need to find creative ways to get John Ross the ball in space because we've seen him make some of the best plays of the college football season. He's one of the most electrifying, dynamic playmakers in all of college football. Missed all of last season with a knee injury, came back, and has been a huge part of Washington's kind of breakthrough this year, giving Browning a great target, not only downfield. He's not big, but downfield, great ball skills. We saw that circus catch he made for a touchdown against Colorado in the Pac-12 championship game. He's also one of the best players in the open field. So, to beat Alabama, Washington's going to have to keep the Crimson Tide defense off balance somehow. Chris Peterson's been a master of that in the past, of deception, of multiple formations. And it's about moving Ross around, trying to get him favorable matchups, trying to get him the ball in space because Alabama is so deep and athletic, but Ross is a guy whose athleticism matches up with anybody. So I think he's the key to moving their offense and maybe making some big plays because sustaining drives is impossible. You got to make some big plays.
And when you look at this Alabama team, this program is just so dominant. When you try to make a case for Washington, you want to see them maybe knock off Alabama, upset. Where is the matchup that favors Washington over Alabama, if any?
Yeah, I don't think there's really any that definitely favors Washington. Alabama recruits so well at every position. I do think, Washington's defense deserves credit, particularly their secondary. Jalen Hurts, the Alabama quarterback, has been fantastic for a true freshman. Been fantastic for anybody, but especially for a true freshman. But he has had some turnovers, and if he does commit some turnovers here, throw a couple picks, fumbles, whatever, Washington has a chance. And Buda Baker at safety, Sidney Jones, Kevin King at cornerback. This is one of the best secondaries in the country. So, Washington's able to get pressure. So far this year, I don't know if they'll do it against Alabama, but they've been able to get pressure without blitzing with just their front four. And then, that their secondary is fantastic, one of the best in the country. So I had Sidney Jones, the cornerback, as the first-team All-American. I think Buda Baker's in that mix as well. So, they are the type of defense that can force some mistakes and capitalize on them. They're very talented, very athletic, have NFL talent. So I wouldn't be surprised if they forced a few turnovers from Jalen Hurts. So, if Washington is to have a chance, it's going to rely on playmakers like that to somehow even the playing field.